Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the long wait. I know it's been an extremely long amount of time since I last did a Universe Mode video. That was episode 6, the Money in the Bank show. If anybody missed it, I'll probably have an annotation for it at the end of the video, or in the description, wherever the hell I feel like putting it, really. But it's been so long since I made a video because I've been, I'm in college. I've been having classes. I am in the midst of finals right now. Well, at the time of recording this video, at least. I don't know how about the time I release it. Not sure, really. But, since it's been so long, I kind of don't really remember everything that happened. All I do remember is that Seth Rollins is the Money in the Bank, is Mr. Money in the Bank, and CM Punk retained the championship against Bray Wyatt, and according to this, he's about to start a rivalry with Chris Jericho for the title. I also remember fucking Tornado Sami Zayn, hashtag ZaynNado, hashtag Tornado Zayn. That's probably going to be like one of the best highlights so far of this series, period. But, oh yeah, another reason I wasn't recording, and a reason why I might be sounding a little bit different to you guys right now, that is because my old headset died. You know, Old Faithful, my very first headset, just stopped working, out of nowhere. And I had to get a replacement. So, allow me to introduce to you my new headset, which I shall be using to record from here on out, until this one probably dies, I don't know, or until I just want a new one. But I'm gonna go with this thing for a while. It's the Razer the Razer Kraken 7.1 Chroma headset. It's actually a fairly good headset. It's very handy thing when it comes to editing. This is my first time actually recording with it. I did do an audio check prior to starting the recording, but I don't know if it's going to translate now. It sounded good before. You guys should let me know what you think of the audio quality compared to the game itself, how I sound, if one thing is louder than the other, if one thing distorts the other, which is probably going to happen anyway. But yeah, so let's actually get into the video now. Universe Mode episode, I believe this is 7. So let's check out what rivalries we are going to be having. So on Raw, we are going to be having, of course, the main rivalry with our boy, CM Punk, the World Champion, versus #1 contender, Chris Jericho. So this is probably going to go on for fucking ever. We also have Batista versus Triple H. That's pretty normal for like 2004 or 3, I don't know. Then we also have the Usos and the team I made up of Corey Graves and Tyson Kidd. Now, let's check out Well, SmackDown appears to be a very stacked show with one rivalry between Dolph Ziggler and The Miz. Is that even for a title? I think it is for a title. I don't know what belt that is. So let's go be good players and actually check out who's a champion. So as we established, CM Punk is our WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Randy Orton is our United States Champion. That's right, his former rivalry with Jack Swagger. Usos are our Tag Team Champions. Divas Championship really doesn't matter, but it's Tamina Snuka. Then, the Intercontinental Champion is Dolph Ziggler. Oh, okay, so that's who he is. That's why he's feuding with The Miz. Okay, makes sense. Check out our news, our old news. Seth Rollins does Money in the Bank. CM Punk defended the championship. Cesaro beat The Undertaker. The Usos won the tag team titles. I don't know who they beat. Randy Orton defended the US Championship against Swagger, I believe. Jericho beat Big E in what was a very weird rivalry for him to become #1 contender for. Wow. Dolph Ziggler defended the IC Champion, so we had a night of defenses and one title change. Oh, that's who they were feuding with. Harper and Rowan. They were the former champions, right? Yeah, okay. Wow, they have mutual respect for each other. That's pretty weird. What about some stats? Do any of these matter? No, they do not. Okay. So, why don't we, since all DLC has been released now, why don't I should really go through the rosters to see any new additions. So yeah, some people who have probably been added since I last did a video. Let's just go through everybody. On Raw, somebody who might be new is Andre the Giant. Then we also have, let's continue going through this. Let's see, who else could be new? DDP and Edge, maybe? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I forgot to mention, I did put in 2 calls, Finn Balor and Kevin Owens. I don't know if they'll ever make an appearance, but they're in there. We also have the Great Khali. We have Honky Tonk Man. Hogan was probably already there. JBL was probably already there. Kane, that's right, I changed it to Kane 11 for Corporate Kane. Connor, Lex Luger. Who else? Randy Savage, or just Macho King as they call him in this game. Anybody else that could be new? Not Sting. Victor. That's it. Okay, let's go to SmackDown then. Who here could be new? Adam Rose. Bam Bam, probably already there. Colonel Mustafa. Oh. I might have to take him off of SmackDown. Fuck it, I'll keep him on. Who else could be new? Finley? Adnan? Should I take him off too? Nah, I'll keep him on, fuck it. Who else? Yeah, there's Kevin Owens. I split them. We have Lord Steven Regal, who I just put there taking the place of William Regal. Rick Rude. Oh, one of the best entrances in this game. Sergeant Slaughter. I really prefer we had actual Sergeant Slaughter and not, what was it, Iraqi Sympathizer Slaughter? But whatever. We have Warrior, who I gave an entrance jacket to, I believe. And that's really it. Okay. Is there anybody else in any other thing? Oh, the inactive roster. That's just like all of my calls, I believe. Yeah. All my calls for like rejected gimmicks and everything. Which, by the way, those, I have recorded like 3 different rejected gimmick videos. Those will be coming out soon. One of them actually has commentary, and it is recorded. It is the last recording I made with my old headset. So, it's going to be sounding very different from this recording. Better or worse, I don't know. That all depends on you guys, really, how you think it sounds. So let's go to the calendar. We are on Raw, July week 1, leading up to SummerSlam. Oh yeah, something else I forgot to mention. I also added a Saturday night's main event show, which will start becoming their own videos, for the most part. We will be doing... So this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the entire month leading up to the Saturday night's main event before the pay-per-view. That Saturday night's main event will be its own video. Maybe. And then the next video will be the pay-per-view. That's probably how I'm going to be doing it from now on. I'm not too sure. That's what's making more sense to me right now, because since the way I've been doing it is I just go to every match featuring our person or the guy we're in a rivalry with, and then watching how it played out. So yeah. So let's start this up. Let's see what's happening on Raw July week 1. We have Connor versus JBL versus Victor. Why do I feel like this has happened so many times before? Who's gonna win? I'm gonna say Victor. Connor wins by pinning JBL. We also have Brie Bella versus Summer Rae. Brie Bella wins. Batista and Triple H in their rivalry match. So I'm going to say Triple H probably wins this because, you know, all hail the Golden Shovel. He does. Then we also have the Usos versus Corey Graves and Tyson Kidd. I kind of feel like the Usos are going to pull out the win. They do. Now we have a one-on-one match between WWE World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk and #1 contender Y2J Chris Jericho. This is the beginning of the rivalry, and even though there's probably going to be multiple repeats throughout of this month, 2 months, probably going to play this match. So CM Punk versus Chris Jericho. See you during their entrances. Oh wait, oh that's right. Do you want to cash in Seth Rollins' Money in the Bank briefcase to challenge the winner of tonight's WWE Championship? No. It's gonna be a lot more eventful than that if and when it happens. So yeah, so that's gonna be a no to that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there he is, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, reigning, defending, and conquering CM Punk. He has beaten Brock Lesnar and multiple other people in a multi-man match, then beaten Brock Lesnar on a separate occasion by himself, and he has also defeated Bray Wyatt. He has also defeated men like The Ultimate Warrior, I believe. He has beaten Roman Reigns. He did lose to Seth Rollins, and it's actually very fitting that Seth Rollins is the current Mr. Money in the Bank holder. That's like poetic justice if I've seen it. What would be more poetic justice is if he cashed in and CM Punk won. but we shall see how this shall all be playing out over the next couple of in-game months and throughout the summer, when it'll probably be the end of the CM Punk portion of Universe Mode, and we switch to another character, which I don't know who that will be. And whether Punk is champion or not, we will be switching, regardless. So, ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk. His entrance is pretty much over. See you in the next entrance. Alright, and here comes the master of 1,004 holds. Mr. I forgot what the hell I was going to call him. Y2J, Lionheart, Chris Jericho, the Ayatollah of Rock and Roller. How many gimmicks does this man have? Well, his recent gimmick is #1 contender for the WWE Championship. We shall see how this match plays out. Will Chris Jericho be able to pull one over on current champion CM Punk, giving him like significant momentum? It could very well happen. You never know. There's a chance that that could happen. Chris Jericho and CM Punk were in a rivalry in the real life a couple of years ago. Best in the world versus the best in the world at what I do, quote unquote. That's Jericho's version of that moniker. Which technically Punk did steal it, but they both wear it differently. They both own it differently. So there you go. My God, Jericho's Lite-Brite jacket. Yeah, so we shall see how this match plays out between CM Punk and Chris Jericho. Who will come out the victor in the very first match of their rivalry? We shall see. His entrance is pretty much over. I'll see you during the match. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Matchup starting between CM Punk and Chris Jericho. They deadlock at first, but now Jericho gets the upper hand. CM Punk changing that with Jericho. With the go behind. Punch to the back. CM Punk in full control right now. But this is the beginning of the match. Jericho Irish whips Punk, pulls him back, elbow to the face. Kick to the back of CM Punk by Chris Jericho. Trying to make a statement here tonight, trying to prove that he is superior to CM Punk. CM Punk turning around Chris Jericho, Irish whipping him over the ropes. Goes to grab him, he has him. Suplex from the apron to the inside of the ring by CM Punk to Chris Jericho. Now stomping away. Elbows to the shoulder area of Chris Jericho, the very sensitive area, full of a lot of nerves and muscles that can incapacitate an arm. They once again tie up. Jericho getting the upper hand, headlock. CM Punk pushing him off. Grabs him one more time. Suplexes him from the apron to the inside of the ring once again. Punk going to the apron. He jumps. Goes to the springboard. Jericho gets out of the way. Punk reverses a chop. Jericho versus a back fist. They tie up one more time. Punk gets the upper hand. Clubbing blow to the back of the head. Wrenching the head. And now Irish whips Jericho one more time. Runs at him and knocks him off the apron. Punk taking this to the outside. Punk already trying to make this very personal, reminiscent of their old rivalry. He grabs Jericho. Snapmare. Elbow to the back of the head. Stomping away on Chris Jericho right now on the outside of the ring. Elbow to the face. Kick to the leg. Jericho versus the other kick. Punk reverses the enziguri. He's going back in the ring. Jericho beats him to it. Goes to grab him. Jericho reverses it and takes him down with what I assume is a reverse STO. Goes for the punch. Punk gets out of the way. Spinning back kick to Chris Jericho. Chops. Slap to the face. Followed by a second slap to the face. Puts him on the ropes. And like a suplex neckbreaker kind of thing. CM Punk puts Chris Jericho in the corner. Goes for the knee and hits it on Chris Jericho. Clothesline to take him down. CM Punk going for the GTS. Will he be able to hit it here on #1 contender Chris Jericho? He picks him up on his shoulders. He hits the GTS. Going for the pin. 1, 2. No! Chris Jericho kicks out just before the 3. CM Punk cannot believe it. Jericho throwing Punk, pulls him back, neck breaker to CM Punk by Chris Jericho. Clubbing blow to the back. Another clubbing blow to the lower back, the hurt back of CM Punk. Jericho taking it to Punk now. Putting him on the second rope, and oh my god, just pulling back on the rope as he plants his feet on the back, pushing down on Punk onto the second rope. CM Punk gets back up with a punch to the gut of Jericho. Oh, they both went for insecurities. Deadlock. Slap to the face. Goes to grab him. Jericho reverses it, takes him down with an STO. Soccer ball kick to the back of CM Punk. Stomps on the leg. Punk reverses it, hits him with a punch of his own. Oh, Jericho reverses the back fist. CM Punk reverses the grab. Russian leg sweep by CM Punk. Punk's calling for the end of this match, but will he be able to actually pull it off here? Takes him down. Goes to the apron. Springboard. Oh, hits the elbow. CM Punk up to the top rope. Could he be going for the other elbow here? He's going for it. Will he actually hit it? He hits the elbow off the top rope. CM Punk calling for it again. Calling for a second GTS. Will he actually hit it? He's going for it. Has Chris Jericho up on his shoulders. And he hits the GTS on Chris Jericho. Taking him down. 1, 2, 3. CM Punk, our champion, with a lot of momentum after the pay-per-view, comes to Monday Night Raw with a win over current #1 contender, Chris Jericho. There we see that GTS, which I believe was the first one of the match. Taking down Jericho, but he manages to kick out just before the 3, as evident there. And here's the ending of the match, as CM Punk hits the second GTS on a very dazed and pretty out of it Chris Jericho for the 1, the 2, and the 3. CM Punk beats the current #1 contender, but this is only their first meeting. CM Punk offering a handshake. Jericho accepts it. Mutual sportsmanship from the two. CM Punk showing the amount of respect he has for Jericho. That was a pretty challenging match. CM Punk celebrating his win. So I will see you, since we skip to the next match that features one of these two men, I will see you whenever these two men have another match. Either one of them on any show. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are on what I believe to be Raw Week 2. Let me go back and check that. Yes, we are on Raw Week 2. So, there is a match tonight featuring CM Punk and Chris Jericho. But let's run through this card real quick, give our predictions. So we have Bray Wyatt, the former #1 contender for the WWE Championship, who lost to CM Punk at Money in the Bank in a pretty deadlock match, I think. That was a while ago, can't really remember. Against the man that everybody loves, Daniel Bryan. Who will win tonight? Let's see. I'm going to give it... I'm pretty confident Bray Wyatt will win this. And he does, he beats Daniel Bryan. Then we have Randy Savage versus JBL versus Victor. I'm assuming Randy's replacing Connor for some reason. I'm going to give the win to JBL since Connor isn't here. No, it's Randy Savage who beats JBL. Victor has so far not lost a match from what I can remember. Then we have Triple H and Batista once again. Triple H beat Batista last week. Very curious who's going to actually win this one. So I'm going to give it to Batista since they're probably going to be trading victories. No, Triple H once again brings out the golden shovel and wins. We have Jimmy Uso, one half of the tag team champions, against Corey Graves and Tyson Kidd, one half of that team. Corey Graves. He's representing them. Wow, I butchered that entirely. Anyway, I'm going to say Corey Graves is going to win this. He does not. Jimmy Uso wins. Alright, it's interesting because for some reason, I play exhibition mode when I'm not doing this, so Corey Graves, whenever I put him as AI, wins every match he's in for some weird reason. But anyway, the final match of the night is CM Punk and Chris Jericho in a submission match. This should be very interesting because I don't know if this ever actually happened. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, CM Punk with the Anaconda Vice, Chris Jericho with the Walls of Jericho, as well as the Lion Tamer. Which one of these men will come out on top in this submission match? Oh, fucking sweet Jesus, this might take forever. Well, whatever. see you. You know what? I'm gonna skip their entrances, I guess. So see you during the match. Alright, this match is now underway. CM Punk and Chris Jericho. Last week, Chris Jericho lost to CM Punk in a I mean, it was a pretty good match, but it was sort of one-sided. CM Punk came out to win after 2 GTSs on a very resilient Chris Jericho. May I just add that? Jericho tonight looking to gain revenge on CM Punk, leading into their eventual championship match at, I believe, SummerSlam. Once again, sending Jericho into the corner and hitting him with a neck breaker off of it. CM Punk going up to the second rope here. Ooh, caught him with a little bit of that, sending Jericho back down to the mat. Jericho goes to run. Punk grabs him and hits him with a second neck breaker here. It looks like Punk's going for a repeat spot here. Goes for the elbow off the second rope and he hits it on Jericho. Jericho and Punk once again tie up. Punk gets the better of it. Goes for an Irish whip. Sends him off to the apron. Oh, little glitch there. That was kind of weird. Punk going for the strike combo here. Jericho says no. Ooh, corkscrew CM Punk down to the mat. Stomps all the way on the back of Punk. Will Chris Jericho actually managed to pull out a win here tonight? And stomps on the arm of CM Punk. Oh, God. Ooh, kick to the back. Jericho now taking full control of CM Punk here. Once again, stomps on the arm of CM Punk in this submission match, may I remind everybody. And a kick to the back again. CM Punk is not getting a chance to get up here. They tie up once again. Jericho getting control there. Wrenching the arm of Punk. Wrenching the arm of Punk yet again. CM Punk reverses it. Now wrenching the arm of Jericho. Oh, there we go again. And again. And then just proceeds to punch away at it. Oh, he just slapped Chris Jericho. What in the world is this? Elbow to the face. Kick. Goes for another kick. Jericho says no. Elbow to the knee. And Jericho with a face buster to CM Punk, taking him down. Turning CM Punk over. Putting him in a submission. Will this be enough? I highly doubt it. CM Punk is very resilient. He will not be put away by a simple submission such as this. He's able to get out of it. Goes for another slap. Jericho says no. Elbow to the face. Forearm to the face, excuse me. Reverses the punch. Takes down Chris Jericho. CM Punk attempted to go up top there, but the game says no. Slaps Chris Jericho in the face. Now, CM Punk up top. Will he be able to hit the elbow from this distance? Oh, Jericho gets up before CM Punk gets a chance to. Jericho turns around, flying crossbody. CM Punk hits it. CM Punk once again going up to the top rope. Will he be able to hit the elbow this time? Jericho says no once again. CM Punk throwing Jericho into the corner because Jericho knows all of Punk's moves here. CM Punk hits the knee. He hits the clothesline. He goes for a submission here. CM Punk trying to end Chris Jericho right now. Will he be able to do it? Jericho somehow survives. Going for the club, being blow to the back. Jericho says, no, oh my God, CM Punk! CM Punk! He hits the GTS on Jericho! But mind you, folks, this is a submission match. This is not a pinfall match here. CM Punk going for the Boston Crab on Jericho. Jericho gets the ropes. Punk does not care. He once again goes for the Boston Crab on Chris Jericho. Immediate rope break. Punch to the back. Jericho says no. CM Punk reverses Chris Jericho right there. What is Punk going for here? Turns him over. Camel clutch on Jericho. He's trying to wear down Chris Jericho here. Will he be able to? Jericho says no. Oh, punch to the stomach of Punk by Jericho. Both men miss a move. Jericho reverses Punk. Punk reverses Jericho. Takes him down with a Nice Russian leg sweep there. Punk grabbing Jericho, turning him over. And another single leg Boston Crab by CM Punk to Chris Jericho.
Oh, you're not going to last long here. No, it's time to fight out or tap out, kid.
Jericho manages to get out of it this time. Ooh, running flying forearm by Jericho to Punk. Jericho now going for a submission on CM Punk. Single arm camel clutch here.
You can see it in his face, the agony. This is such a painful.
CM Punk says no. Manages to survive it and get out. Oh, goes for the enziguri. Jericho says no. Punk says no to the running forearm. Goes up to the top rope here. And he finally hits the elbow drop. He hits it. CM Punk could be looking for the end here.
Look at those eyes. Oh yeah, this could be big.
Oh, he goes for the Anaconda Vice. Jericho reverses it.
Great counter to the Anaconda Vice.
Goes for the Irish Whip. Punk says no. CM Punk springboard. Oh, misses it as Jericho gets out of the way. Oh, and enziguri by Chris Jericho to CM Punk here.
He does it again.
And stomping away at Punk now. Just stomping away at the legs of CM Punk. What could Jericho be going for here?
And there's the reversal from
Punk says no. Jericho says no. Belly to CM Punk by Chris Jericho. Jericho going for the walls of Jericho. And he has them locked in on CM Punk. Will CM Punk be able to get out? Will he get to the ropes? Will he tap? He manages to get out of it. Uh-oh. What's Jericho going for here? Punk says no. CM Punk going up top rope. Flying crossbody. Oh, goes for the springboard. Jericho says no. Oh, kicked him in the small of the back. Jericho says no. Jericho, a little bit of a miscalculation there. Punk takes him right back down. Springboard, hits it. Going up to the top rope now. Taking a very big unnecessary risk here. Oh my god! Code breaker by Chris Jericho. He catches Punk, hits him with a code breaker. Kick to the back of CM Punk. Takes him down with a chop. Wait a minute, Jericho! Going for a Boston Crab. I thought he was going for the walls. I thought he was going for the Lion Tamer. But he has CM Punk in a single leg Boston Crab right now, repaying the favor from earlier. CM Punk manages to withstand it all.
I think we could see a lot of punishment inflicted here.
Spinning back fist. Going up top.
I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to go.
Could be a bad choice here for Punk. Oh my god, Jericho catches him again with another code breaker. The crafty Chris Jericho. Could be putting the end to the match here. Kick to the back. Dragging him to the center of the ring. If he goes for a submission, it might be all over. Oh, nope. Instead, he stomps him. He's just toying with Punk now. He is just toying with him. That's all this is here. Punk says no. Needed a gut. Goes to Irish whip him. Jericho says no. Puts him on the apron. Punk says no. Springboard. And he hits it. This match has been nothing short of even between the two men here. CM Punk could be calling for the end here. He looks to be. He's going for it. Will he win off of it? Anaconda Vice locked in. Chris Jericho taps out. Chris Jericho taps out. CM Punk wins the match. He earned that victory over Chris Jericho. Jericho gave everything he had in this match. He appears to be adapting very well to CM Punk though. But right now, CM Punk has 2 wins to Chris Jericho's none. Will Jericho be able to get a win over CM Punk when it counts? Right here you see catching Codebreaker by Chris Jericho to CM Punk. But here comes the end of the match. CM Punk locks in the Anaconda Vice. Wrenches, and Jericho has no choice but to tap out the current WWE champion, CM Punk.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
What a phenomenal
Yep.
contest. I can
CM Punk
guarantee
wins.
this match will be discussed heavily on WWE.com.
This was a match. This was a match. This was very good. This was a very good matchup between CM Punk and Chris Jericho. Probably one of the best we've seen so far. Very, very, very even match in the entirety of Universe Mode so far. But yeah, so I will see you on the matchup screen if one of these 2 men are in another match. See you then. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are now on Raw Week 3, and there is a match featuring one of the competitors in the CM Punk Jericho rivalry here tonight. It's a doozy. So, opening up Monday Night Raw tonight on the card, we have the inspirational Bo Dallas against Daniel Bryan, who, didn't he open up the card previous Raw? I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to give this one to Daniel, because why not? Yep, he wins, he beats Bo, of course. Then we have JBL, Victor, and Andre. Now I'm very curious why Victor and JBL keep being in matches together and transitioning out opponents where JBL loses to that new opponent. Let's see if that'll happen here tonight. No, this time Andre beats Victor. Well then. Then we have Triple H versus Batista, accompanied by Brie Bella. I'm going to give this week to Batista. And no, Triple H yet again wins. Wow, okay. We have the Usos versus Kid and Graves. The Usos beat the #1 contenders here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Then we have Chris Jericho versus the goddamn Great Khali. Wow, okay. Well, I guess I will see you during their entrances. Chris Jericho versus the Great Khali. Next. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Chris Jericho. The man who has lost now twice in a row to WWE Champion CM Punk. First in a normal match where it was pretty damn one-sided. CM Punk controlled that entire thing. Then in a submission match which should have favored Chris Jericho, but mind you, CM Punk is very submission savvy. And that was a very even match. Chris Jericho could have pulled out the victory, but CM Punk just managed to squeeze away with a win after locking in the Anaconda Vice and causing Chris Jericho to tap out. Now here tonight, Chris Jericho looks to take on another opponent to regain some momentum. That opponent is the Great Khali, a man who we have so far not seen in this Universe mode, let alone the WWE at all, because I'm pretty sure in real life he isn't even employed in the WWE anymore. But yeah, so we're going to be having Chris Jericho versus the Great Khali. Will Jericho be able to topple the giant Khali, or will the Great Khali just simply crush Chris Jericho as CM Punk has done the past 2 weeks? Well, we will see. I'll see you during Khali's entrance. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here is the Great Khali making his debut in our Universe mode here tonight. I think. I'm pretty sure. Kind of funny how they actually modeled in like that third nipple he has. It's very funny. He's also a little too jacked. I'm now realizing that. A little too jacked. He's like jacked fat. It's weird. But anyway, this is a very good Great Khali model. It's creepy though. But will the Great Khali be able to beat #1 contender Chris Jericho here tonight? I mean, chances are if he does, he could very well be next in line after Chris Jericho. You never know. Beating a #1 contender actually does say a lot. I wish it was like that in real life. But anyway, the Khali's entrance is too damn long for me to care to watch the rest of this, so I will see you during the match.
Hey! Do you see who's
Oh, what's this? CM Punk is here to watch. Well then.
Welcome. Have a seat right here. At 7'1",
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Chris Jericho opening up with a drop kick to Khali. Just staggers him. Khali says no to the punch. Punches away at Khali. Doing all he can. Puts the Giant against the ropes. Puts him down on the second ropes. And choking Khali as best as he can. Bending his knees. Sending a message to CM Punk there. Possibly. So another drop kick. Khali says no. Khali misses the punch. Jericho goes also kick. Khali takes him down with whatever the hell that was by Khali. Stomping at the leg of Jericho. Trying to incapacitate him. Goes for a blow to the back. Jericho says no. Drop kick. Just staggers Khali. Chop. Second chop. Jericho just trying to pull all the stops here. Khali says no. The Irish whips him into the corner. Takes down the Giant Khali. Successfully gets him off his feet. Chris Jericho. Splashing down on Khali's back. Goes to the apron. Springboard. Takes him down. Flying crossbody. Springboard crossbody. Jericho now in control of the Giant. Getting a little cocky here, as he is. Khali grabbing Jericho. Irish whips him straight out of this ring. Down to the mat on the outside. Oh. Punches him. Jericho says no. Takes him down with an STO. Wait, Chris Jericho's walking over to the announce table right now. Him and CM Punk are confronting each other. Oh. Khali uses that distraction to take Chris Jericho down. Stomping on Jericho's gut. The referee is up to a 5, ladies and gentlemen. Up to a 6. Will Jericho be able to get back into this match? Yes, he is. Back into the ring goes Jericho. Needed to get a Khali. Goes for a drop kick. Misses it. Khali sidesteps. Oh, pushing Jericho down to the mat. Stomping away. Another drop kick. Khali says no. Jericho says no to that. Takes him down with an enziguri.
Chris Jericho developed his famous finishing move, the Lion Tamer submission hold.
What's Jericho going for here?
Because that wasn't punishing enough, Jericho introduced the Code Breaker, which is a form of a backbreaker. So
grabs Khali.
Two finishing moves that he can
takes him down with a reverse DDT-like maneuver. Another enziguri taking down the Great Khali.
After all of these shots to the head, I've got a feeling that
dragging him to the center of the ring. Nope, goes to turn him over. Khali says no. Sending Jericho off into the turnbuckle down to the ground. Jericho says no to whatever Khali was going for there. Khali reverses, gets behind Jericho. Jericho still says no. Sends Khali into the turnbuckle. Out of the ring. No, onto the apron, correct me. Oh, Jericho. Triangle dropkick to the Great Khali. Onto the apron goes Jericho. Acai moonsault by Chris Jericho to the Great Khali. Going into the ring.
And this is going to return to the ring. Now back to the ring.
Code breaker by Chris Jericho out of nowhere on Khali. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the Great Khali somehow, some way manages to kick out of that. Jericho visibly mad here, picks up Khali, takes him down.
He's heading back up.
Jericho going up to the top rope.
Heads up.
Oh, misses the missile dropkick.
The offense of the Great Khali is working well.
Khali now in control here. Takes Khali down.
Now it is show-off time.
Jericho taking a little bit of time to show off here, taunting. He completely misses the enziguri. Misses another enziguri. Jericho says no. Finally hits an enziguri. Taunting once again is Chris Jericho. And he hits a reverse DDT thing on the Great Khali. Going for it again. Hits it once again. Oh, Jericho, I can only assume is going for a lion salt there, but Khali says no. Khali now in full control of Chris Jericho here. Jericho says no. Goes to knock him off the apron. Khali says no. Oh, he punches Chris Jericho. Jericho throws him back over to the apron. Knocks him off of the apron. Taunting once again. Chris Jericho's getting a little bit too cocky for his own good here. Goes for a springboard and misses it. Khali gets out of the way. The clinical speed of the Great Khali and his completely healthy knees. Jericho takes down Khali there. A little bit of time to taunt. Jericho into the ring. Khali standing outside, doing absolutely nothing.
And we're going back between the ropes.
And Jericho takes him down. He's going for it. Gets a lion salt all the way across the ring. And now going for the lion tamer on the Great Khali. Oh my God, bending his back in such an unreal manner here. Chris Jericho makes the Great Khali tap out. Jericho wins the match. Beats the giant, the Great Khali. Very hard fought match here. There it is, the code breaker for the 1-2, and Khali kicked out of that. And here's the end of the match, where Jericho bends Khali's large legs and torso into the lion tamer and causes Khali to tap out, winning the match. Looking very strong as he looks to take on CM Punk for the WWE Championship. Jericho celebrating his victory.
Here's your winner, Chris Jericho.
Well, at least one superstar is happy that this one's over. You said it. The only good thing for him is that the beating stopped.
Jericho earned that win against a tough opponent in the Great Khali, as he walks away in victory. Alright then, well, I'll see you in the matchup or calendar screen, depending on whatever the hell's next, I don't remember. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are now on Tuesday night main event, which I don't think we've gone to, and if we have, it's been very rare. There is a match tonight featuring one of the members of that rivalry. But opening up main event, we have a Divas match between Summer Rae and Cameron. And it goes to Summer Rae. The main event of that night is not featuring the man, believe it or not. We have Mr. Money in the Bank Seth Rollins against Bo Dallas. However, the match that we are all looking forward to is Hulk Hogan versus Chris Jericho. Yep, Jericho has the chance to gain a little more momentum as he faces Hulk Hogan on Tuesday night's main event. We might also be doing the Seth Rollins versus Bo Dallas match because Seth Rollins is Mr. Money in the Bank currently. But right now, let us do Hulk Hogan versus Chris Jericho. I will see you during their entrances. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the immortal Hulk Hogan, as he walks into his match here tonight on Tuesday night's main event against Y2J, #1 contender for the WWE Championship, Chris Jericho. Great announcing by Justin Roberts. Will Hulk Hogan put a stop to Chris Jericho's momentum here tonight as Jericho goes into his championship match against CM Punk, I believe, next week? Leading in, which is being led in by the Go Home show Raw, the last Raw before the pay-per-view, last week before the pay-per-view. So Hulk Hogan looks to put a stop to Chris Jericho, maybe somehow nudge his way into a WWE title match. Chris Jericho, on the other hand, has just recently beaten the Great Khali by submission, so he's probably going to look to beat Hulk Hogan in a very similar fashion. Or, just to get one over on Punk, beat him by pinfall. Because Punk has beaten Jericho by both submission and pinfall. So maybe Jericho is going to look to beat Hulk Hogan by pinfall here tonight. Make it even with Punk in terms of how they've won matches in a couple of weeks, not over on each other. I'm skipping the rest of this entrance. See you in Jericho's entrance, or at least part of it. After this amazing shirt rip. Hulkamania. Oh, Big E, the former rival of Jericho, attacking Chris Jericho before this match. What in the world just happened here, ladies and gentlemen? Big E appears to be pissed off that he is not being considered for a championship match after going on a pretty lengthy rivalry with Chris Jericho earlier in Universe mode. Looking to make him lose his match here tonight. Hulk Hogan, 2 elbows in a row. Misses whatever he was going for there. Hogan with a running neck breaker on Chris Jericho. Now going for a submission, immediate rope break. Hogan putting the beat down on Chris Jericho here. Jericho goes to the outside. Hits a running bulldog on Hulk Hogan there. Knee to the face of Hogan. Punch to the gut by Hogan. Drop kick by Jericho. Jericho with another knee to the face of Hogan. Running forearm, taking down Hogan again. Jericho with another knee to the face. Back into the ring goes Jericho. Back out of the ring goes Jericho.
You mentioned Hulk Hogan's dramatic return to WWE in 2002. And I remember
Hogan reverses the outside moonsault by Jericho.
the rivalry between the Hulkster and Triple H.
Jericho sends Hogan back in.
Hogan turned back the hands
Hogan blow to the chest, kick to the head.
when he beat the game and won the WWE Championship.
Springboard by Jericho, taking down the Hulkster. Jericho visibly hurt. I mean, he did have his face slammed off those steel steps by Big E Langston before the match started. Hogan reverses Jericho there. Drop kick by Jericho, taking Hogan down. Jericho with another knee to the face of Hogan.
Oh, back to the head, back to the temple.
Running neck breaker by Hogan to Jericho. Punch to the gut by Jericho to Hogan. Running forearm connects. Insecurity by Jericho. Jericho getting a little cocky here. Grabbing Hogan to, I believe, a reverse DDT. I don't think I'm ever calling that move right. Taking Hogan down with a beautiful bridging suplex. Went for something. Hogan says no. That is not reversible. Jericho kicks out. Running bulldog by Jericho. Busts Hogan open. Oh my god. Turns him over. Hits the lion salt. Will he get the pin? 1, 2. Hogan says no. What? That was bullcrap. He didn't let me hit a codebreaker. Hogan going for a pin off of a fucking reversal. Jericho says no. Hogan stomps on Jericho. Blow to the head. Jericho says no. Takes him down.
Doing a great job of turning that around.
Codebreaker by Chris Jericho to Hulk Hogan. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and he pins Hulk Hogan. Jericho with some good momentum going towards his rivalry against CM Punk. He has beaten the Great Khali and he has beaten the immortal Hulk Hogan despite being attacked by Big E Langston. Khali and Hogan. No match for Jericho, who seems much more determined and much more focused going into his rivalry with Punk. Punk holds 2 wins over the past 2 weeks. Jericho now holds 2 wins over the past 2 weeks. However, Jericho does not hold them over Punk. Punk holds both of his wins over Jericho, being a very dominant champion. CM Punk Jericho looking to change that, make himself into champion. Jericho goes to shake hands with Hogan. Will Hogan accept it? Hogan says no. Slaps the hand away. Hogan visibly mad here. Jericho flabbergasted. Well, I'll see you on the matchup screen if one of Jericho or Punk have a match. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? I have decided that we are going to do the match between Seth Rollins and Bo Dallas, Mr. Money in the Bank, versus the inspirational Bo Dallas. I'll see you during their entrances. Let's get this underway. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins, who does hold a win over CM Punk. CM Punk has not managed to defeat Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins put on a great showing in the Money in the Bank ladder match. That had some strange occurrences with Sami Zayn turning into a fucking tornado. But anyways, besides that happening, this man Seth Rollins looks to become future future WWE World Heavyweight Champion by defeating current WWE World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk. But tonight, he must go through Bo Dallas on Tuesday night's main event. Rollins probably, undoubtedly will beat Bo Dallas. If not, he will probably just beat him to a bloody pulp. Either way, let's finish up this entrance and get underway with Bo Dallas's entrance as well. Yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. The inspirational Bo Dallas. Looking to enlighten Mr. Money in the Bank Seth Rollins here tonight. You never know, if he gets a win over the current Money in the Bank holder, this could put some stock in Bo Dallas. Give him a little bit of backing and some momentum towards, I don't know, some championship. Maybe a mid-card title. Maybe he'll be able to form a team with somebody because they'll be impressed by him. Maybe he'll be on a way to a world title. A future Royal Rumble participant. Potentially a future Money in the Bank participant next year, maybe. You never know. But that only happens if he manages to somehow defeat Seth Rollins, which will probably not happen. Anyway, let's skip the rest of Bo Dallas' entrance and get on the way to the match between him and Seth Rollins. Alright, this match is now underway. Seth Rollins versus Bo Dallas. Rollins out of the gate. Back kick to Dallas. Dallas punches him in the head. They tie up. Dallas gets the better of it there. Rollins says no. Pushes him into the turnbuckle. Dallas throws him over the ropes. That looked really weird. Rollins throws Dallas into the ring. Elbow to the head. Rollins on the apron, jumps, hits a springboard knee to Dallas, taking him down, flooring him. That was a really stiff, really hard knee there. Oh, standing shooting star press to Dallas by Rollins. Immediately sends Dallas back down. Seth Rollins really pleased and impressed with himself here tonight. Punch to the head, to the gut of Seth, rather. Dallas gains control here. Wrenching the arm. Wrenching the arm again. Seth Rollins now in control. Wrenching the arm. Wrenching the arm again of Bo Dallas. Sets him up and Irish whips him onto the apron. Grabs him. Dallas says no. Punches him in the head. Dallas proving to be a little bit more than what Seth could have expected here tonight. They once again tie up. This time Rollins gains control. Punching him in the small of the back. Doing that once again. Irish whipping him onto the apron. Grabs him. Oh, what's going for here? Sunset flip powerbomb to the outside of the ring. Sending Bo down. Seth goes up to the top rope here. What's he going to go for? He jumps. Oh my god, hits a knee. Two Dallas on the outside. Seth Rollins is going into the ring. Not caring about this at all. Just motioning for Dallas to get back in here. Goes for it. Goes for a DDT. Dallas says no. Brings him down on that arm, on the torso area as well. Oh, Dallas goes to run. Seth Rollins trips him up. Takes him down to the mat. Rollins bringing him towards the middle of the ring. What's he going for here? Knee to the face. Softening up Bo Dallas here.
Oh man, too much.
Seth goes to take him down. Dallas says no. Russian leg sweep to Seth Rollins. Now Rollins says no. Ooh, beautiful kick to the side of the head.
Yeah, well, get used to it, kid. I don't care how good you are.
Rollins thought about a super kick, says no. Sends Bo into the turnbuckle. Rollins was assumingly going for the turnbuckle powerbomb there, but Dallas says no to it. Rollins seems to be a little bit agitated here.
What a kick that was. He does it again.
Stomping away at Bo Dallas' legs, trying to incapacitate him. Once again, sends Bo into the turnbuckle. Turns him around. Dallas says no, once again to the buckle bomb. Rollins, little mad here. Dallas could be going for something. He tried it, missed it. Dallas hits the Bo Dazzler. Will he go for the pin?
Boy, he just got laid out.
He is. Rollins kicks out pretty much right at 2.
Seth Rollins gets out of trouble and quickly.
Rollins says no to whatever Bo was going to go for there. And a belly to back suplex by Bo Dallas to Seth Rollins. Rollins takes down Bo. What a beautiful maneuver there.
Back into the ring now. Now back to the ring.
Dallas goes back into the ring. He Irish whips Bo into the corner.
Oh my, look at this.
He's going for it. Rollins grabs him, picks him up. Buckle bomb to Bo Dallas.
I mean, that was brutal.
Bringing him to the center of the ring.
Just waiting for the perfect time to turn the light.
Curb stomp by Seth Rollins to Bo Dallas. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins pins Bo Dallas. But that's put up a little bit more of a challenge than Seth Rollins initially thought he would have. There he is hitting that Bo Dazzler. If for some reason waits way too long to go for the pin, he potentially could have won there. He goes for the pin. It's the 1, but Seth Rollins kicks out just before the 2. The referee's hand comes down. This is immediately after the buckle bomb. Seth Rollins brings Bo Dallas into the middle of the ring and hits the curb stomp on Bo Dallas, taking him out. And gets the 1, 2, 3. Mr. Money in the Bank beats Bo Dallas decisively. And here's Kane from The Authority congratulating Seth Rollins here.
I guess we'll never know.
Seth Rollins is being sponsored by The Authority, even in my universe mode. How much more fitting can this fucking be? Anyways, I'll see you whenever either Jericho or Punk have another match. Maybe Seth Rollins. I'll see you on the matchup screen. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to I guess we're going to be doing Saturday Night's main event tonight because there is a man in another match. So, first off, we have Jimmy Uso versus Alberto Del Rio. Jimmy Uso wins. And then, this is the match that we're going to be playing. Hulk Hogan and Chris Jericho again. Hulk Hogan wants to gain a little bit of revenge here. Very well might. Then we have Kane, who's supporting Seth Rollins against Colonel Mustafa. We will not be playing that, even though I did consider it. But anyway, Colonel Mustafa, Iron Sheik, beats Kane. Then we have Bray Wyatt versus Victor. Bray Wyatt beats Victor. And now the match that everybody's waiting for. Saturday night's main event. Hulk Hogan versus Chris Jericho. Again. See you during the entrances, because we're going to be doing them, because it's Saturday night's main event arena. And I kind of like it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the immortal Hulk Hogan, on the very first time that I'll be recording Saturday night's main event, in singularity at least. Hulk Hogan looking to avenge his loss to Chris Jericho, who is the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. That happened last week on, I believe, Tuesday night's main event. How fitting is that, by the way? I just now realized I did that, and that was not on purpose. Main event on Tuesday, main event on Saturday. Anyway, I'm going to be skipping the rest of Hogan's entrance because, dear God, it is so long. But yeah, see you during Jericho's entrance, which looks very funny on this arena at the beginning. And that is why it looks very funny on this arena at the beginning, because that pyro is so unfitting here. Oh my god, that was so weird looking. Anyway, Chris Jericho, who has beaten the Great Khali and Hulk Hogan in recent weeks, gaining some significant momentum, looking to go into his match against CM Punk for the WWE Championship at SummerSlam. Here's the man himself, Chris Jericho, with his Lite-Brite jacket, making his entrance here, Saturday night's main event.
Weighing 227 pounds, Chris Jericho.
I have been looking forward to this one.
Jericho very pleased with himself lately, making the Great Khali tap out and pinning Hulk Hogan after busting him wide open. But anyway, Chris Jericho, Hogan, up next to you during the match. Alright, this match is now underway. Chris Jericho versus Hulk Hogan. Jericho out of the gate with a running forearm, taking him down. Ooh, Hogan runs at him. Jericho hits a spinning back elbow there, taking Hogan right back down. Stomping on the face of Hogan.
What an impact from that kick.
Jericho looking to make a statement here tonight. This is a completely not previously attacked Jericho, because the last time these two faced off, Biggie Langston, who was previously in a rivalry with Jericho, decided to attack him before his match with Hogan. Successfully did, almost costing him the match, but Jericho managed to pull right back into it and come up with the win against Hogan. Jericho looking to make quick work of Hogan here. Immediately in control this entire beginning of the match. I don't think Hogan has come out of the gate at all. But here we go. Hogan with his first move, Russian leg sweep to Chris Jericho, taking him down. Now an elbow that Hogan seems very fond of. Goes for a chop. Hogan says no, grabs him, throws him into the turnbuckle. Jericho repaying the favor here, but this time an STO, taking down Hogan. Going to the apron. Springboard, crossbody, hits it, taking Hogan down. Very pleased with himself here. Showing off a bit. Grabs Hogan. Again, with that, I think it's a DDT. I'm honestly not sure. Cannot remember. Insecurity to Hogan. He says no to Hogan's potential punch there. Jericho just walking around the ring, just toying with Hogan. Goes for a dropkick, misses. Target's too far off. Hogan grabs him. Neck breaker to Jericho. Goes for the stomp. Jericho says no. Now he successfully hits that dropkick he worked hard for. Went for another one. Hogan says no. Punch to the gut of Hogan. Goes for an Irish whip. Pulls him back. Hogan says no. Jawbreaker to Jericho by Hogan. The last match these two had, it was a lot more, I guess you can say even, with Hogan just beating down Jericho viciously. Jericho somehow managed to come back and hit a code breaker out of nowhere despite attempting it multiple times before that. Goes for the walls of Jericho. Hogan says no, fights him off. Running forearm by Jericho, taking Hogan down. Jericho goes up to the top rope here. Could be looking for something big. Hits the elbow, drops it down on Hogan. Now just getting a little too cocky here. This can come back to bite him. Or not, he takes Hogan down. Once again taunting. Again, this can come back to bite Jericho. As you get overly cocky, Hogan feeds off of that and will take him down. Walls of Jericho locked in on Hogan as he started to hulk up. Will this be enough to put him away? Will it be enough to end Hulkamania here tonight? Chris Jericho has it cinched in. Hogan gets out. Jericho immediately going for another submission move here. Single leg Boston Crab, but too close to the ropes was Hogan.
Cole, we've seen it time and time again. Jericho uses his mastery.
He went for something there, but Hogan says no. Hits a Russian leg sweep on Jericho.
Then he uses his physical skills to kick the, out of the individual.
Hogan hits a running DDT on Chris Jericho there. Jericho down. I think Jericho's now starting to feel the effects of this match. This is Hogan's house here. Saturday night's main event. This is Hogan's house. Jericho picks up Hogan and backbreaker. Remember, Hogan does actually have an injured back. So Jericho preying off of that here tonight. Oh, single leg Boston Crab yet again.
No one can get out of this.
He has it in on Hogan, trying to completely injure him here. Gonna make a statement to CM Punk. Goes to take him down. Hogan says no, needed a gut. Jericho says no. Goes to the Enziguri. Hogan says no. Jericho takes him down. Beautiful maneuver that was. Once again, Jericho going for the boss. He wants to make Hogan tap out. He wants to humiliate Hogan here tonight. Looking forward to doing this to CM Punk. He had that locked in very, very well there.
I think we could see a lot of punishment inflicted here.
Oh, hip toss by Hogan. Takes down Jericho. Hogan hits the Axe Bomber, I think that's called. Jericho says no, kicks out of it.
Tremendous gladiators here in WWE.
Jericho body slams Hogan. He just body slammed Hulk Hogan. He's going for it. Middle of the ring. Lion Tamer locked in. Hogan does not have a chance here. Hulk Hogan taps out. Jericho now has 3 wins over their opponents. The CM Punk's 2 wins over Jericho himself. Jericho has been looking unstoppable these recent weeks. He's beaten the Great Khali and Hulk Hogan twice. This match was just all Jericho. It was all Jericho. Hogan had some moments where he came back, but he stood no chance. This is a renewed Jericho, looking to take the WWE Championship away from CM Punk.
Here is your winner.
Also, this was a little bit of payback from Hogan completely disrespecting Jericho after the match, when he was looking just for a handshake, for just some respect, and he did not get that at all. See you on the matchup screen. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome to the final Monday Night Raw before SummerSlam. Now, I was going to actually do the match tonight between CM Punk and Chris Jericho. However, I'm going to decide not to do that because it will spoil it. So instead, we were doing Victor. Well, we're not going to be doing these matches, but we will just run through the card. Victor versus Sergeant Slaughter. Victor has been in a lot of matches with some legends lately. He pulls the win against Slaughter. Then we have a number 1 contenders match. I can assume it's for the United States Championship. Number 1 contendership status between Sting, Kofi Kingston, and Sheamus. Sheamus beats Sting, so Sheamus is presumably the number 1 contender for the United States Championship. Triple H versus Batista in an Extreme Rules match. These two facing off yet again. Triple H has come out on top every single other time. And he does again. And then we have the Usos versus Kid and Graves. And I believe the Usos have come out on top every single time. And they do again. Now, I'm not even going to simulate this match. I'm going to instead skip it. Because, I don't want to spoil it. So yeah, so going to calendar. Going to Saturday night's main event. Skipping that match. So now we have Victor versus Adnan. General Adnan. And what the General Adnan beats Victor. Then we have Jericho versus Khali. I'm going to skip this match. Jericho again beats Khali. So as Jericho's 4 wins to CM Punk's 2. Then we have Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar. Daniel Bryan beats the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar, who has been a complete downfall ever since losing to CM Punk. Now we have Victor versus Slaughter again. Victor beats Sergeant Slaughter. Cesaro versus Adam Rose in an Iron Man match. Cesaro, of course, beats Adam Rose. Mark Henry versus Colonel Mustafa Iron Sheik. Mark Henry beats him. Tamina versus Natalya. Tamina beats Natalya. Then we have Ziggler versus Miz. And Ziggler beats The Miz. Ziggler, current Intercontinental Champion, by the way. Now we have Saturday night's main event. Victor versus JBL in the one-on-one match for the ages. Victor beats JBL. Victor has been on a roll here, ladies and gentlemen. And we have Jericho versus Khali again. This time Khali manages to beat Chris Jericho, so Jericho loses some momentum. And we have Honky Tonk Man versus Rick Rude. Honky Tonk Man beats Rick Rude. Then we have Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, and Hulk Hogan. I am not doing this match. It's a triple threat match, so it'll take too damn long. But Seth Rollins beats Brock Lesnar, the man who was torturing CM Punk. So this gives a lot of credence to Seth Rollins. A lot of momentum on his part. As Mr. Money in the Bank, he can cash in at any point in time and become the next champion. Now, we here are at SummerSlam, which will be its own separate video. I know I said I was going to do Saturday night's main event. It's its own thing, but I decided not to. For now, at least. I might do that in the future, don't know. Anyways, we will be playing all the rivalry matches and all of the Actually, you know what? We're only going to be playing championship matches on the pay-per-view, so I must simulate everything that isn't a championship match. First up, opening SummerSlam is Mark Henry versus Bad News Barrett in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Bad News Barrett wins that. Should we do the deep? No, we're not. We're going to skip the Divas Championship. Then we have Triple H versus Batista, accompanied by Brie Bella. Yeah, we're going to simulate this one as well, since it's a non-title match. Triple H pulls out the win on Batista. He won every single match in this rivalry. Let me remind you of that. Triple H, Golden Shovel. Yeah. Then we have Corey Graves and Tyson Kidd facing off against the Usos in a Tag Team Championship match that will be played at SummerSlam. The Miz fighting Ziggler that will be played at SummerSlam. Match 6 is The Great Khali versus Bray Wyatt for some reason. Bray Wyatt beats Khali. And then, of course, the main event, one-on-one, Chris Jericho versus CM Punk for the WWE Championship. Let us look at some rivalries that might have developed on SmackDown. That was Barrett and Henry, and then the Diva storyline. Jericho and Punk have 9 weeks left, so we're gonna, of course, have to continue with that. Then let's check WWE.com latest news. Triple H beat Batista. Oh, that's at SummerSlam, so not gonna show that. This is before that. All right. Dominant Dolph Ziggler. Bad News Barrett had apparently attacked Henry. Jericho's frustration is growing after losing to CM Punk. So apparently CM Punk did beat Jericho. So Jericho is 4 wins to CM Punk's 3 wins in total. CM Punk has beaten Jericho on every single occasion so far. Graves and Kidd pick up momentum as they head towards their championship match against Jimmy and Jay. And Batista delivered retribution to Triple H, earning the support of the universe, but he still lost. So yeah. Once again, just to run it down one more time on SummerSlam, we will have the Tag Team Champions, the Usos, defending against Corey Graves and Tyson Kidd. Dolph Ziggler, the Intercontinental Champion, defending against The Miz. In the main event of the night, CM Punk, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, defending against #1 contender Chris Jericho, with always the potential of involvement from the current Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins. Who will win on SummerSlam? Will we have new Tag Team Champions? Will we have a new Intercontinental Champion? Or will we have a new WWE World Heavyweight Champion? Also, curious by his absence, Randy Orton, the United States Champion, is not defending tonight. Although that could change, because knowing Universe Mode, it'll probably change itself for the next recording, because that happens all the goddamn time. But, yeah. I will see you in the next video. I will see you at SummerSlam. This is Jetstar, signing off.
Personality.